Gaijin is a Japanese word for foreigner, non-Japanese, alien, outsider, or different. The word is composed of two kanji, gai, meaning outside, and jin, meaning person. There are similarly composed words to refer to foreign things, most fundamentally gaikoku, but also to various other things such as the common words gaisha, gaika, and gaitame. The word can refer to nationality, race, or ethnicity, but in Japanese these are generally conflated. Some modern commentators feel that the word is now negative or pejorative in connotation and thus offensive. Other observers say the word can also be used neutrally or positively. One scholar suggests that the term has become controversial and is avoided now by most Japanese television broadcasters. The uncontroversial, if slightly formal, gaikokujin, is commonly used instead. However, even gaikokujin is avoided by some people, who might use the honorific form gaikoku no kata instead. Similarly, some people might not use gaisha, but use gaikoku no kuruma if they receive interviews and have to speak in front of TV cameras. Etymology and history. The word gaijin is of ancient provenance and was initially not applied to foreigners. It can be traced in writing back to Heike Monogatari, written early in the 13th century. A currency AAA per mil euro, a micro AAW, a registered trademark assembling arms where there are no gaijin. Here, gaijin is used to refer to outsiders and potential enemies. Another early reference is in Rihisha by Nigel Yoshimoto, where it is used to refer to a person who is a stranger, not a friend. The no play, Kurama Tengu also has a dialogue where a servant objects to the appearance of a traveling monk, a cubed a registered trademark ca 1/2 am ya registered trademark a sha registered trademark a sha registered trademark aaa euro unregistered trademark a micro a euro aaa a registered trademark a currency AAC paragraph aa to the first aa per mil a sha euro unregistered trademark. A gaijin doesn't belong here, where children from the Genji and Hike families are playing. Here, gaijin also means an outsider, stranger, or an unknown, unfamiliar person. Historically, the Portuguese, the first Europeans to visit Japan, were known as Nanbanjin. When British and Dutch adventurers such as William Adams arrived in Japan 50 years later in the early 17th century, they were usually known as Kamajin, a term still used in Hokkien Chinese today. When the Tokugawa shogunate was forced to open Japan to foreign contact, Westerners were commonly referred to as ijin, a shortened form of gaikokujin or iijin, terms previously used for Japanese from different feudal states. Kata, literally meaning hairy tang, was used as a pejorative for Chinese and Westerners. The word gaikokujin is composed of gaikoku and jin, so the word literally means foreign country person. The term was introduced and popularized by the Meiji government, and this gradually replaced ijin, ikokujin and iijin. As the Empire of Japan extended to Korea and Taiwan, the term nikokujin was used to refer to nationals of other territories of the Empire of Japan. While other terms fell out of use after World War II, gaikokujin remained as the official government term for non-Japanese people. The modern word gaijin is held by some writers to be a simple contraction of gaikokujin. Usage. While all forms of the word mean foreigner, or outsider, in practice gaikokujin and gaijin are commonly used to refer to racially non-Japanese groups, principally Caucasians. However, the term is also sometimes applied to ethnic Japanese born and raised in other countries. Gaijin is also commonly used within Japanese events such as baseball and professional wrestling to collectively refer to the visiting performers from the West who will frequently tour the country. Japanese speakers commonly refer to non-Japanese people as gaijin even while they are overseas. Also, people of Japanese descent native to other countries might also call non-descendants gaijin, as a counterpart to Nikkei. Historically, some usage of the word gaijin referred respectfully to the prestige and wealth of Caucasians or the power of Western businesses. This interpretation of the term as positive or neutral in tone continues for some. However, though the term may be used without negative intent by many Japanese speakers, it is seen as derogatory by some and reflective of exclusionary attitudes. While the term itself has no derogatory meaning, It emphasizes the exclusiveness of Japanese attitude and has therefore picked up pejorative connotations that many Westerners resent. Meimi ito. The term is avoided by mainstream Japanese media whenever possible. Now that gaijin has become somewhat politically incorrect, it is common to refer to non-Japanese as gaikokujin. However, if the honorific san is attached to the word gaijin as gaijin-san, some see it as a friendly expression. Gaijin also appears frequently in Western literature and pop culture. It forms the title of such novels as Mark Golden's Gaijin, James Melville's Go Gently, Gaijin, James Kirkup's Gaijin on the Ginza and James Clavier's Gaijin, as well as a song by Nick Lowe. It is the title of feature films such as Tezuka Yamazaki's Gaijin, Os Kamen whose Da Liberdade and Gaijin, Ama Mikomo Su, as well as animation shorts such as Fumi Anu's Gaijin. It is a recurring word in The Fast and the Furious, Tokyo Drift, where it is used to refer to both the main character, an American, and his love interest. The author Ben Mesrich uses the word gaijin frequently in his book, Ugly Americans, to refer to the society of Americans making their living from the Japanese stock market. Flijin, foreigners and the English language media in Japan coined the comical and/or pejorative term flijin, a play on the word gaijin, as a label for the non-Japanese who fled Japan in the wake of the 2011 Tohoku earthquake and tsunami. Approximately 531,000 non-Japanese in Japan departed the country after the disaster. Some have since returned. Foreign residents in Japan. See also, List of terms for ethnic exogroups, Buell, Gaijin, Laoi, Sanjokujin, Japanese abbreviated and contracted words, Sonajai, notes. The 13th century pronunciation of the characters occurrence is debated. It may have been Kotabito, Ardokihito or Gaijin. The spelling gaijin is used here for continuity. References